Have you ever met a man who thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, but his life is an absolute disaster? Maybe you've caught yourself arguing, not to find the truth, but just to win, even when deep down you know you're wrong. Or maybe you keep blaming bad luck for your problems, while repeating the exact same mistakes over and over again. Maybe you find yourself getting into fights that don't even matter, avoiding discipline like the plague, or hanging out with guys who've already given up. Maybe you're acting based on emotions rather than logic, and then wondering why everything keeps crashing down. The truth is, there are a lot of guys who live like this, lost, stubborn, trapped. And if you're not paying attention, one of them could be you, but not today. Today, we're waking up. Today, we're getting brutally honest. Today, we're fixing it. Let's break down the signs you're being a fool, and what you can do about it. And hey, if you're serious about leveling up in life, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're just getting started. Sign 1. He argues more than he listens. You know this guy. He's allergic to the words, "I might be wrong." It's not about learning, improving, or even understanding. For him, it's all about winning, at any cost. Even when he sounds ridiculous, even when facts slap him across the face, he doubles down. He's not listening to understand. He's only listening for his turn to talk again. And God forbid someone smarter, sharper, or more experienced steps into the conversation. He doesn't get curious. He gets defensive. He doesn't ask questions. He gets hostile. He'd rather pick a fight than admit he's wrong. Examples? He's the guy arguing with a bartender over the price of a drink he clearly misread on the menu. He's the coworker who cuts everyone off in meetings to make a point that nobody even understands. He's the dude ranting online, getting roasted in the comments, and still thinking he won because he shouted the loudest. The reality? When you argue more than you listen, you block your own growth. You kill relationships. You miss opportunities to learn, connect, and lead. Winning the argument feels good for about 10 seconds. Learning something new? That changes your life forever. Mature men listen more than they talk. Fools talk more than they listen. Which one are you choosing to be? Sign 2. He thinks luck matters more than discipline. You know this type too, the nothing's my fault guy. Success? They just got lucky. Wealth? Must have cheated. Fitness? Good genetics? Relationships? Must have stumbled into it. Whenever you ask him what he's doing to improve his situation, crickets, or worse, excuses. This guy lives in a fantasy world where life is one big slot machine, and he's just one lucky pull away from success, despite doing nothing to earn it. Examples? He's the guy spending his last $20 on scratch-offs instead of investing $20 into a new skill. He's blaming his unhealthy body on bad genetics, while demolishing fast food daily and refusing to even try a gym. He's sitting on the couch binge-watching TV shows about entrepreneurs, while criticizing their luck. The truth? Yes, luck exists, but successful people don't wait for luck. They work, they train, they learn, they show up every single day, even when they don't feel like it. Success comes from discipline, not dice rolls. If you think your future depends on luck, you're giving away your own power. If you want a better life, stop waiting for luck to find you. Go find discipline instead. Sign 3. He fights meaningless battles. Some men are addicted to conflict, but not real conflict. The kind that builds nations or changes lives. No, they fight over nothing. They argue politics with strangers online like they're senators. They start drama at parties over tiny, irrelevant things just to boost their egos. They fight to be right about topics no one cares about, just because it feels good to flex. Examples? He's the guy screaming into Reddit comment sections at 2 a.m. like it's a full-time job. He's picking fights over parking spaces like it's a battle for his family's honor. He's getting loud over small slights, blowing up over issues that would roll off a mature man's back. And for what? Winning a dumb argument doesn't make you stronger. It makes you smaller. Real men fight for what matters: their family, their values, their future, their mission. Everything else? They let it go. Lesson? If you're going to fight, fight for something bigger than your own ego. Or better yet, win by walking away. Sign 4. He thinks his feelings matter more than reality. There's nothing wrong with emotions, but if emotions control you, they will destroy you. Some men think whatever they feel automatically defines what's real. If they're angry, everyone must tiptoe around them. If they're sad, the world must slow down to accommodate them. If their ego's bruised, they lash out like wounded animals. Examples: snapping at coworkers because you're having a bad day. Quitting projects halfway because you don't feel like it anymore. Throwing tantrums when things don't go exactly your way. Here's the reality: the world doesn't care about your feelings. Success doesn't care if you're tired. Results don't care if you're not in the mood. Being led by feelings makes you unreliable, unstable, and untrustworthy. Being led by principles makes you powerful. A real man feels everything, but acts based on wisdom, not just emotion. If you want to be strong, learn to sit with your emotions without letting them drive your decisions. Sign 5. He never learns from his mistakes. Same problems, different year. He keeps dating toxic partners, keeps getting ripped off by shady business opportunities, keeps trusting people he knows are snakes. And every time, what's his excuse? Bad luck. Examples: jumping into another terrible relationship just because he's lonely, blowing money on another scam because he refused to do research, getting betrayed, again, by people everyone else saw coming a mile away. Life will teach you the same lesson over and over again until you finally learn it. But fools? They stay stuck in rerun mode, crying about the same problems while changing nothing. The truth? Pain is a powerful teacher, but only if you're willing to listen. Stop blaming bad luck. Start learning from bad decisions. It's not enough to survive mistakes. You have to grow from them. Sign 6. He surrounds himself with other fools. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. If you surround yourself with lazy, loud, bitter men, guess what you'll become? Lazy, loud, bitter. Men who gossip instead of grow. Men who make excuses instead of plans. Men who talk trash instead of setting goals. Examples: a friend group that bonds over who had the worst luck instead of who had the best comeback. A circle where mediocrity is celebrated, ambition is mocked, and anyone trying to improve is labeled arrogant or lucky. The reality? Your environment either pulls you forward or holds you back. If you spend time with losers, you'll start thinking, acting, and living like one. If you want a better life, find men who are disciplined, focused, ambitious, humble, hungry for growth. Upgrade your circle or stay stuck. The choice is yours. So, which one hit you the hardest? Because here's the truth. There are 2 types of men in the world: the ones who stay stubborn and sink, and the ones who get honest, get disciplined, and start swimming toward greatness. You don't have to be the fool. You can choose differently today. Start listening more. Start taking full responsibility. Stop wasting your energy on meaningless fights. Master your emotions instead of being a slave to them. Learn from your mistakes, and build a tribe of men who are going somewhere. Remember, no one is coming to save you. You save yourself. If you got value from this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because we're here to build warriors, not whiners. The journey is yours. But it starts with one choice. Wake up and stop being a fool.